Hey, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest. And I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the ropes. I can feel it, I'm the world.
Hi, I'm Jackie Canonaco and I'm an undergraduate student at Hope College. Today we will be looking at some principles for effective teamwork, including communication, leadership, and rules and cohesion. To see how these practices have gone into play, we'll be looking at the track and field team and the women's lacrosse team here at Hope. By following these practices, you will strengthen your team's ability to work together both on and off the court. Teamwork requires good communication. An effective team practices active listening instead of superficial or arrogant listening. An active listener puts himself in the mind of the speaker. He shows empathy and responds to the speaker by paraphrasing the message to make sure he understands. An active listener goes into the conversation mentally prepared to listen. An active listener asks questions without questioning the speaker's feelings or putting the speaker on the defense. Good communication is especially beneficial in the face of conflict. Conflicts can be resolved and strengthen team relationships when members are prepared to understand each other's feelings and change their behavior to benefit one another. Conflicts are not meant to be won. Instead, both parties should reach an agreement that benefits the team as a whole in a given situation.
Hello, my name is Nathan Love. I'm an undergraduate student at Hope College, and today I'll be interviewing Coach Kevin Cole in regards to communication on a big team. I'm also going to be trying to practice active listening while doing so.
It's, one, if you have that many people on your team, being able to communicate with them and them being able to communicate amongst each other is very important.
Right.
I think if we didn't have the technology that we do now, I don't know how people communicated with their teams before email and before text messaging and things like that. Probably the best way to really communicate is to use word of mouth again, and having some really good leaders on the team that you can talk to that feed that on down the line is one of the best ways to communicate.
My name is Tracy Benjamin and I'm the coach for Hope's women's lacrosse team. A lack of a coach, I think, causes a lot of tension and lack of organization. Last season the team's record was 2-10 and currently we're on a 7-game winning streak and our record is 7-2. So I just think that in itself proves that having good teamwork on a team and working together and having good leaders and all the components that make teamwork work.
Leadership comes in many forms. There are vocal leaders, leaders by example, unofficial leaders, team captains, and coaches. Leadership is the behavioral process of influencing activities of an organized group towards specific goals and their achievement. Most importantly, while individuals' personalities may make them more naturally gifted in certain leadership styles, leadership is a skill that can be developed in almost any athlete. Today we will emphasize the servant leader as our preferred leadership model. Servant leadership is built on the idea of service and putting others before yourself. First, servant leaders are willing to take others under their wing, advocating for them over themselves, giving the team confidence and support in times of struggle. They work closely on building relationships so that they can know their teammates and, in this way, pay attention to their needs over their own. Secondly, the servant leader does just that, serves. Servant leaders are constantly working. They come early to practice and they stay late. They clean up after team get-togethers and after long bus rides. They again put the needs of others before themselves. They are willing to do the work that no one else wants to do because they know its importance. Finally, a servant leader knows the team. They refocus them when the situation is getting tough or when the team is getting cocky. However, they are able to keep things positive and under control with an emphasis toward goals and progress of the individual personally and as a team as a whole. In today's society, we typically see an effective team as one with the captains, CEOs, coaches, and executives at the top of the pyramid. Servant leaders flip that model, putting the leaders at the bottom, emphasizing the importance of teammates and team goals above themselves. Each individual fills a role on the team. Some roles are formally defined. They are either set by the coach or defined by the athlete's position.
Men's track team captain. I run the 10K.
I'm the anchor for the 4x4 team.
Other roles develop informally through social relationships and individual strengths.
I'm the team social butterfly.
I push the workout.
I'm the team cheerleader.
Throughout the course of the season, athletes begin to define their roles, accept their roles, and appreciate their roles. Ultimately, these are key components to achieving team success. Group cohesion ultimately plays a huge role in team success. Cohesion deals with the tendency of a group to remain unified in pursuit of both group objectives and individual member needs. Group cohesion can be separated into two different dimensions. The first is group integration. Group integration represents individual perceptions of the team's closeness and bonding. The second dimension of cohesion is individual attractions to the group. This represents the motivations that drive an individual to remain in the group. Each of these dimensions are affected by both task and social cohesion. The relationship between task and social cohesion is cyclical. Teams high in task cohesion tend to win more, which creates a bonding experience, increasing social cohesion within the team. This increase in social cohesion motivates the individuals to continue to work towards the team goals, in essence, increasing task cohesion. We hope you found this video informative and beneficial for your team. For more sports psych topics, please consult the other videos on this channel.